Hi, divine peeps. Out here trying to film a video for YouTube, and my brother's cat is out here and feels the energy and wants to say hi. Georgie! There's Georgie. This cat's a weird cat. She likes feet for some reason. But all in all, she's a cool cat. But I think she can sense the energy of love. That's why she came over here to bother me trying to make a video. But anyway, today's video is just about how to achieve the enjoyment of just existing, because that's what this experience is all about. It's all about experiences, good, bad, indifferent, don't matter. It's just about experience, and whatever meaning you put on it is what it is. It doesn't have no meaning regardless of what you give to it. Just like this cat, when they're in the state of just chilling, they ain't worried about nothing. They're at peace. They can be one with their being, one with their just own existence. And that's what you want to achieve. That's how you get everything you want in life. Just be. Embodiment, unconditional love, which is balance of just enjoying to exist in flow without resistance. Because pretty much you attract through the state of being. You attract what you're being, right? So you attract through the state of being. So just be love and be in the realm of just accepting all things as they are, good, bad, or indifferent. It's just part of the journey of experience. If you don't like to experience something, choose something else. You don't have to attach to it at all, because it's ever fleeting anyways. It's crazy how trauma keeps us attached to emotions from our childhood and stuff that we carry with us when we realize that we really don't have to do that. Why do we keep torturing ourselves by focusing on stuff from the past? Because it just ends up reoccurring in the present moment. It's like the moment you replay it in your head, you're actually replaying it in the present moment, because that's all there is. So it's like you're choosing to relive it when you should just let it go. But once you understand what it is to be in balance, and that thoughts and feelings are not yours, they're just ever-fleeting waves of energy that you can choose to observe, because that's what you are, is observe. You are the awareness of observation. All you do is observe. When you're in the state of balance, it's just observation. Observation don't have to judge. It don't feel. It don't think. It just is. It can just look in awe of what it's seeing as it is. It doesn't have to put a label on it. It don't have to judge it. It just can look at it and be, I'm love, you're love, we're all love. It doesn't have to be anything bad. It doesn't have to be complicated. To understand and remember who you truly are is actually so simple that our ego don't like it so much. We make it complicated because our ego likes to solve problems. And this is so simple, there's really no problem to be solved, so the ego don't like it. And of course, if you don't know me, I describe the ego as the devil in religion. That's my version of the ego. But when you come to a state of balance, you learn how to rewire the ego to where it works for you and you don't work for it. Because if you don't, it will run you, because all it knows is patterns. So unless you know how to reprogram it and rewire it with the right patterns, it's going to keep playing the same old scenarios, and you're just going to be a victim to it. That's what we call the victim mindset. You're constantly just feeding into the patterns and you think there's no way out, but it's all woe is me, it's never my fault. Well, everything is, in a sense, your fault, because if there is such thing as contracts before you got here, that means everything is predetermined. And if everything is predetermined, if you're in a state of being, in the state of bliss of understanding who you are at a balance, and that thoughts and all that ain't you, it's just experience, and experience ain't even you, you're just the observer of the experience, then you can remove yourself, detach yourself, and look at it in a state of just love and acceptance. And when you do that, you can literally flow through life and enjoy the journey and the process of the journey and the process of the unfolding. And you'll know that everything is working out for you. You are the God of your reality. Nobody else, just you. You get to determine what you look at as truth, or as you want to look at it. The way you look at it is what is true for you, and it's what you choose to experience. So be the God that you are meant to be, but do it from the state of unconditional love. When you're at that balanced state, existing is so beautiful. You'll realize there's no such thing as struggle. There's no such thing as force. There's only flow. And there's only choosing and observation. Observation, choosing, and flow. That's all there is. And when you realize this, like, it makes everything just click in a sense that love is all there is. There's no room for violence or struggle or arguments, because in the end you're only arguing with yourself anyways, so you're not going to get nowhere until you just drop the arguments and accept things for what they are. And the only way to truly accept things for what they are is to remember who you are, and that is awareness, observation. You are observing an experience. An experience that is an illusion, I might add. That's all. This is how the simulation is played, through illusions. The simulation is that, just a simulation. It's going to do what the simulation is programmed to do. Don't get mad at the simulation or the people in it. They're only doing what they're programmed to do. In your perception, they're only programmed what you're programming them to do. If you really look at it in a deeper level, because they are you and you are them. You dictate what you want the world to appear like to you, because it's only reflecting what you're being. So be what you want it to reflect back to you. It's that simple. And the best way to do it is love, because when you're in a state of balance, that is a state of love, because love don't judge. Love has no condition. Love don't have to say, well, if you love me, you'll do this. Love don't have to do that. I mean, you could meet someone that's a total asshole, and you could, if you know what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying about how thoughts and feelings and experiences are just illusions, and you can look at that so-called asshole and be like, I love he or she anyways, because they're just either one, trying to show me a reflection of what I'm being that I can let go of, or they're showing me that, hey, things are working out for me. I mean, you can look at it either way, because they're actually it's actually just what you perceive it to be. It's crazy how, have you ever had that experience where you walk up to someone, first you see, someone sees you and you see them, and y'all both have y'all's own opinions of each other, and y'all both seem like y'all have a demeanor that is not really people person vibe. It's more of, that dude just seems like an asshole, but as you approach him, you have this energy about, you're like, I'm just gonna embody this energy while I'm approaching, that I'm going to say, like, this dude is what I want him to be, or she, he, she, whatever. What I want them to be, how I perceive them to be through my own perception. And then you notice the moment you talk to them, it's like they are what you perceive them to be. Like they have that energy that you chose for them to have, that assumption. That's what it's like for me these days. It's like when someone's approaching me, I always look at them and I always have a smile on my face, even if it's just in my own imagination. Sometimes it's physical, but sometimes it's in my imagination. By the time they approach me, it's like their energy is exactly the energy that I want it to be, where there's no conflict. It's the strangest thing that this started coming to my awareness. But it's so easy being in the state of enjoying to live. And it's simple. Just remember who you are. One, remember who you are as awareness. You are God of your perceived reality. What you say goes. You are king. That's all you need. But make sure it's coming from a state of balance, of unconditional love. Yes, the law of rhythm. Yes, we do fluctuate up and down, but you'll notice that when you take a pause and a breath, you can always immediately come back to the present now moment, which is always balanced. The present now moment, when you're living in the present now moment, you are always at balance at that moment. And all it does is take a pause of breath and remembering this. And when you actually train your ego to do it, it will do it automatically when you're experiencing resistance or overwhelming, or you're being overwhelmed, or bad thoughts, good thoughts. Doesn't matter. If you think you need to adjust your state, then just go into that pause mode and breathe. And remember, you are balanced. That is our natural state. It actually doesn't require anything for you to get there, but breathe. Breathe and know. Breathe and know that you are God. Be still and know that I am God. That's why it says that. Be still and know that you're a God, that nothing outside of you is greater or better than you. All it is a reflection of you. And greater he who's in you than he who is in the world. Once you know that, everything flows the way it should. Yeah, I noticed at the end of my video that I just filmed, like, my camera was not aimed at my face. I guess it got swiped by accident. But either way, just know that you are love eternal. We are immortal. We are gods of our own perceived reality. And it's very simple. Just stay in the state of balance, because you will enjoy just existing when you can actually achieve this. You can literally enjoy just to exist, because everything works out in your favor because you decree it. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I might even put I think my email's on my description, but I'm not sure. But if anyone ever cares to chat or whatever, shoot me an email. I only tend to post when I feel inspired to do so. That way I don't feel obligated. So, that's not what I do it for. I do it just because I want to see people live prosperous, abundant, and in peace. I want to see people live their authentic selves. But anyways, I love y'all. Have a good day. Peace.